let it be known that the federal government, the FBI, and the U.S. government, in these large communities where though you have crime, like a lot of high crime, like Baltimore, that's where I'm from, the FBI is putting out hits on people just to like have them tortured, cyber torture. United Nations recognize cyber torture. FBI and the NSA putting out bounties on law-abiding civilians. No rule of law, no due process, complete systematic fucking corruption ran from the prison industrial complex. They just putting out bounties and hits on people to have them tortured to death, kidnapped, beat, raped, and murdered. Be aware that this is happening in America. You get what I'm saying? So we're essentially living in a communist dictatorship, whereas though millions of civilians have been implanted from the prison industrial complex. So you don't go to court no more. They just notify the gang stalkers and say, hey, well, we want his ass killed. We want him dead. So what the gang stalkers try to do is torture you. They work directly with corrupt police and shit like that and try to have your ass kidnapped or taken to jail and make you disappear. So be aware that there's no rule of law in America. These motherfuckers all are criminals, including the government. And if somebody, I don't give a fuck who it is, but if you've been threatened like I have through Voice to Skull V2K by these gang stalkers, and you know they work with police too, you got a right to defend your life. You get what I'm saying? I go for these corrupt ass cops too. You got a right to defend your life against tyranny, treason, or any kind of corrupt officials, especially when your life is actually threatening on the line. Whereas though you got people actually torturing you now, like I'm being tortured. They putting pressure on my chest. See that? That's sore, no bruise. This is cyber torture, you guys. I'm being cyber tortured, so they're torturing people, trying to have them raped, kidnapped, beat, jailed, and murdered, and covering this shit up using non-consensual neural implants. I know back in 2006, I was illegally implanted at the Baltimore City Detention Center. So opposed to even going to court or anything like that, they just torturing people, calling the population, and having them pretty much jailed, beat, raped, killed, and covering this shit up. That's why I make videos about this. Not only that, you're illegally targeted, tracked, and under surveillance the whole time. You're being tracked. Voice to skull, synthetic telepathy, remote neural monitoring. I'm a target individual. All these technologies are being used to torture, illegally track, surveil, and murder law-abiding citizens without due process by the United States government, specifically the FBI and the NSA.